Hello everyone, and welcome to this video where I'll show you how to calculate the address of a named range. This is especially useful if you have a large number of named ranges and want to quickly determine the data arrays that they correspond to. In today's example, we have two data arrays, one containing employee details and the other containing customer details. Based on the named range that we input here, we want Excel to instantly retrieve the address of the range as shown here. We will start by assigning each range a name. To do this, let's firstly select the range containing the employee details, and let's then call it employees. Let's do the same for the customers. Next, let's perform intermediary calculations to determine the address of the first and last cells in the employees range. To find the first row in the employees range, we will use the min, row, and indirect functions. So we enter equals min, followed by row and indirect, and then take cell K6, which contains the named range. This is telling Excel to find the row number of the first row in the employees named range, which is 4 as shown here. We can then do the same to find the first column by using the column function instead of the row function. Since the first column in the employees range is in column B, Excel has correctly retrieved the value 2. Finally, we can combine the first row and column to retrieve the first cell address within the employees range. To do this, we type equals address, first input the row, followed by the column, and then type 4 to ensure we use a relative reference instead of an absolute reference. Therefore, the first cell address in the employee's named range is B4, which is indeed correct. Now that we have the first cell address, we need to determine the last cell address so that we can eventually combine them to form the address of the range. To find the last row in the employees range, we will follow the same logic as before, just instead of using the min function, we will use the max function. So we type equals max, followed by row and indirect, and then once again take cell K6. This provides us with the last row, which is 14. We can then do the same to find the last column by using the column function instead of the row function. Since the last column in the range is column H, Excel has retrieved the value 8. Once again, we can now combine the two together using the address function. Now that we have calculated the first and last cell address, we can combine them together to return the address of the range. To do this, we can concatenate both values with a colon to obtain the range address as a text. Excel has retrieved B4 to H14, which indeed corresponds to the employee's named range. Let's now test whether the address adjusts when we change the named range to customers. As you can see, Excel has returned the address B18 to H27, which corresponds to the customer's range. So that's how you can calculate the address of a named range in Excel. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful, and subscribe to the Excel Hub for weekly Excel tutorials, techniques, and examples.